But watch the damage right here. Oh, 272,000. Oh my gosh. Shing shing. Hey guys, welcome to this newest video of Honkai Star Rail. And today I want to test the newest 4-star added to the game, except it's not really a new 4-star. It's actually our girl March 7th and her new hunt path. And as you can see, I got her level 80 already with a nice crit ratio equipped. And I even managed to complete the new event, get her 3rd Eidolon, which is the most you can get right now. And even maxed out her skill tree. See, that's how committed I am to this video. My relics, 2-piece musketeer because I couldn't get 4-piece. If you want to see the relics, you could just pause real quick. But if you don't know where kit is, it's actually pretty intricate. Kind of start out by using your skill on a teammate, which kind of changes the buff depending on their path. And then you have 7 stacks which you want to build up by doing attacks, and the Shifu or Master doing attacks as well, which unlocks the enhanced basic attack, which where the most damage is going to come from. But then there's also her ultimate, which is just another attack, which is not as strong as her enhanced basic, but it can buff the enhanced basic. So today we're going to try a couple different teams and see how they fare. Now the first comp we have is what I would call like a March 7th Hypercarry comp, and it's really weird. So the way it works is you kind of have Gallagher as the master because he can get so many attacks due to his own action advance, and you pretty much spam his attacks, and he has quid pro quo on him, which allows him to give energy to Robin, which means Robin just pretty much has like 100% uptime with her ultimate. And as you can see, we start off boosting up Robin to make sure we get her ult, because if you want to do damage with March 7th, you really need that like Robin ult, not gonna lie. But Bronya is on Dance Dance Dance, but I don't really use it that well, to be honest. It's just clear, so it won't have that much of an effect. But she pretty much just boosts whoever is down on turn order, so it could be either March 7th or Gallagher, which happens a lot, which is what makes this comp so weird. But pretty much that's what it is. It's a little bit repetitive because it's kind of like all the attacks are kind of weak, but there's just so many attacks, like an overwhelming amount, that they will eventually die. So I cut forward a little bit so I can fit the other team comps in here. But here we're going to see that March is going to get like her first fully buffed enhanced basic. And let's see how much damage she's going to do. Pop the Robin ult, because without it, we're going to be a big damage loss, I would say. And she goes. Ooh, 137,000. Now, I don't know about you, that's pretty decent damage for a 4-star. Not the highest, that's for sure, especially considering other characters. But when comparing it to other 4-stars, I'd say that's pretty good. Now, after repeating that a couple more times, farming up the enhanced basic, we're at the boss. And I forgot to say, this is MLC 12, by the way. But one nice thing about March 7th is she can actually break the weakness of the master. Meaning, for example, that middle guy who has no imaginary weakness, we can still hit them and it'll do the toughness break. And this is perfectly where Gallagher is going to shine as well, because Gallagher, he's just Galagoat, because he's going to be able to break these enemies and make it a lot easier for us to do damage. A little scary, we got low, but Galagoat got it covered though, so don't worry. Now we're coming up to the point where Gallagher is going to be able to break the enemy, allowing us to do even more damage. And I don't know if you noticed, but March 7th actually overcaps the stacks and saves them for later, which is super helpful, and I don't know why other characters don't have this. But watch the damage right here. I use Bronya's ult, even though I pretty much waste the Dance 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 just for the damage. Let's see. Oh, 272,000. Oh my gosh. Oh my. That's some nice damage. That's what we wanted to see. Watch how Robin finishes her ult just to be right at full energy just again. Now this is why this team is so strong. Just the repetitiveness of his attacks is just so often. So now in the second phase, you kind of just gotta repeat what you do in the first phase, which is to try to break them and get that big damage again. Right here, we're able to finally break them for the second time. And we're gonna make sure to kill them before they can even regain their toughness again. Now my goal is to beat this in 5 cycles, and we're kind of get really close to the end. So let's see if we can manage to pull it off. The trick here is to actually boost up Robin to guarantee that last ultimate and boost up everybody else. You know, the synergy between Robin and Bronya is actually pretty underrated. And now with a couple more attacks, should be able to finish them off. By the way, Robin actually does a lot of the DPS in this team, in my opinion. See 20k just on a 1 Robin hit. I wanted to make sure to finish this off with a enhanced basic. I was a little bit scared of overkilling, but no worries. I ended up at 1 HP. Let's finish it off. Boom. Just like that. 5 cycles. The second team comp for today, and this team comp is a Clara and March 7th as a sub DPS, which personally I think is what her role is intended to be. And first off, let me say that this team actually impressed me. Usually I get disappointed by my Clara because like things just never go right, you know, like either they don't attack her or she just spreads the damage too bad. But I think March actually helps make up for the like errors that she has, in my opinion. So the whole point of this team comp, Robin to buff them both. You're gonna see Robin, I think, with like every single crit March 7th there is, because she's just so good with her. And you just basically start off buffing Clara, and Clara, you know, is gonna do Clara things, spamming follow-ups, which is gonna lead to March 7th getting more stacks to spam even more enhanced basics. Now I think these enemies are the perfect enemies to showcase this, because the guy on the right, which March 7th just did 120k to, actually doesn't do any attacks. He just applies dot, and Clara suffers greatly against this enemy because she just can't do anything against him. All you can do is really spam E's, and that's why I was struggling using Clara on this level. But March 7th makes it so she could just focus down the right guy, and Clara is going to keep countering the left person, just like that, 94k. And it works perfect together. So we finally made it to Argenti, and here you can see how Clara actually makes up for March 7th's faults as well. Because Argenti has these summons which he spawns, and March 7th really can't do anything about this, considering she is a single target hunt character. But Clara, on the other hand, has an AoE, and she has her counters, which can do AoE as well. And this is why they just work so good together. So you're going to see March 7th is going to continue to mow down Argenti. And Clara herself is also going to do a lot of damage to Argenti. But she's also going to be able to take care of the side mobs, so Argenti doesn't get super buffed and destroy the team, which can happen very easily. After completing the first wave, we make it to the second wave, where there's actually 4 summons instead of only 2. And we get to see how they work together even more. Gallagher is also super useful in this comp because he has that insane break capability, which just helps sustain even more. And right there you can see Clara doing a counter and helping take out the side mobs. And eventually Argenti is met with his fate, ending up at I think 4 cycles, which did better than the last comp. The third and final team we have is SUPABREAK March 7th. And let's just say SUPABREAK is famous for a reason. This team consists of March 7th, of course, and pretty much it's just a Firefly standard team of Ruan Mei to increase break and weakness break efficiency, Harmony Trailblazer to actually proc SUPABREAK, and Gallagher to increase break damage and just help break the enemies. Because it's actually super useful for this floor specifically. Not sure how good it would work on other floors though. So of course the whole goal here is to break the enemy as fast as possible, and surprisingly March 7th does like a lot of toughness bar damage. Now, after finally breaking the enemy, we get our first instances of super break damage. Gallagher with, you know, a nice 200k. This is a free healer, by the way. And then March 7th comes in with her enhanced basic, 180k, just like that. Honestly, a lot of damage. I think might be more than crit. Even Harmony Trailblazer coming in with 120,000 damage. Another free unit, by the way. The only actual, like, limited unit here is Ruan Mei. You can see how fast they make work of these enemies. About to make it to the next wave already. Now at the second wave, just look how much toughness bar damage she does. One hit immediately breaks the enemy. And of course, Galago is going to do the same thing as well. Then with one hit of Harmony Trailblazer, the guy on the right is also broken. Just like that. Now, by the time March 7 gets her enhanced basic, the enemies are already almost dead because that's how strong this team is. But let's see how much damage she does. 180 again, pretty nice. And with the more consistent attacks, you kind of just get little instances of damage that just stacks up really quickly. And after repeating the same thing again, we were able to break the enemies for a second time, entering the damage phase. This time we'll see how much damage she does. 255, huge jump. Don't really know why, I'm not smart enough to know, but just know it's more damage. Then, after some constant attacks, Galago goes in for the last kick and finishes the game in 4 cycles. Probably could have been 3 if I played a little better and didn't get as unlucky as I got. So those are my 3 showcases. I hope you enjoyed them. My favorite was the Clara because I've been looking for a way to make my Clara better. But the question of this video is, building March 7th Hunt worth it? And here's my point. It depends. The question is, are you lacking a super break unit? Like you don't have Firefly, you don't have Boot Hill, or do you not have Dr. Ratio somehow? If you didn't sign in for the game, she could also replace him. Or if you just like March 7th like me. But at the moment, I don't think there are any DPSs which fully take advantage of her kit. But if there was a unit who came out that needed teammates to attack frequently, and also maybe use follow-ups, something like that, who was very strong, then yes. That's going to be all for the video today. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you pulled for Yunli, tell me in the comments how it went. And have a nice day.